Hello and welcome. Today I'm in Kettlewell, North Yorkshire, England. Come with me for a walk of discovery around this Yorkshire Dales village. The village is in a steep and narrow part of the Yorkshire Dales. Kettlewell was first mentioned in the Domesday Book and has had a long and varied history. Cotton and lead mining played an important part in the history of the village. I'm standing on Town Footbridge, and this is where I'm starting my walk of discovery. This is Kettlewell Beck, which flows into the River Wharfe. This building is the Smithy gift shop. It was last used as a smithy in the early 1960s. I'm walking along Middle Lane. The small building in the garden is the prettiest restored pigsty you'll ever see. This passageway leads to one of 5 bridges across the Kettlewell Beck. It's called Donkey Bridge, originally erected to celebrate Queen Victoria's Silver Jubilee in 1863. Standing in the gardens are the old village stocks. The stocks must often be in use as a warning to the misbehaviours of the time. This is a war memorial built in 1920. The memorial now commemorates the falling of 2 world wars. This house, Valley View, was the police house until 1978. In front is the maypole dated 1898. The present maypole with weather vane was erected by the Women's Institute to commemorate the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II in 1953. The maypole stands where the village green once was, and although the green is gone, the area around still bears that name. This is a winter's walk around Kettlewell, a walk of discovery, learning about the history of this Yorkshire Dales village. On towards the King's Head, which dates from the 17th century. It is thought to have once been a mill and then a workhouse. It's now a Grade 2 listed building. In this square opposite the King's Head, there was once a busy and important Thursday market, mainly selling corn and sheep. This is the boundary marker for the former West Riding. In 1974, Kettlewell became part of North Yorkshire. St Mary's Church. The present building was consecrated on St Mary's Day, 8th of September 1885. The site of St Mary's Church in the centre of the village has been a sanctuary of peace and tranquility for over 800 years. Laying beneath the slopes at Great Whernside, it remains a place of welcome for all. stained glass windows commemorate the deceased of 2 world wars. The font is all that remains of the original Norman church. In September 2017, Kettlewell launches itself as the Yorkshire Dales' first wedding village. The Lich Gate was erected in November 1921 by George and Mabel Holsworth as a thanks offering for their marriage. In years gone by, there was a tradition. Children used to tie up the Lich Gate during the weddings until the groom gave them money to untie it. The Dales Way is an 80-mile footpath from Ilkley in West Yorkshire to Bowness in Windermere, Cumbria, following mostly roadside paths and passing through the heart of the Yorkshire Dales National Park. The winter walk of discovery in Kettlewell continues up Scabbergate. In front is New Leeds Cottages. At one time they were known as dandy shops, in which 4 or 5 small weaving looms were fitted. In 1686, Kettlewell was almost destroyed in a flood. Heavy rainfall descended on the adjacent hills and cascaded down into the village, demolishing several houses and causing residents to flee. The walk continues up Scabbergate. Scabbergate runs parallel with the Kettlewell Beck. Kettlewell was one of the first villages in the country to have its own electricity supply from 1913 to 1950. You can still see the remains of the concrete pillars which supported the pipeline carrying water to the electricity generating house. This is Townhead Bridge, an old packhorse bridge which crosses the Kettlewell Beck. I've walked over the Packhorse Bridge and I'm now entering a small square called Townhead. This building was the Kettlewell Methodist Church from 1865 to 1987. It's now a private residence. I've now arrived at the village store. It was built in 1876 by Mr. Inman from stones taken from the mill that once stood opposite. This is the George VI letterbox. The winter walk continues through the village's narrow back lanes with rows of picturesque stone cottages. The next place of historical interest is this building. This was Barclays Bank, closed many years ago. the outline of the bank's brand can still be seen. In days gone by, it was traditional when a house is built, the initials of the owner and date are carved into the lintel above the door. So how do you know what the weather is really going to do? Modern technology may be able to help, but it still fails sometime. Maybe the only solution is a weather stone. Their real purpose is more amusement than to actually forecast the weather. This is the front entrance to Kettlewell Village Hall, built in 1926, with money donated by a local subscription. Much of the popular movie Calendar Girls was filmed in Kettlewell, the village hall doubling as Napley Women's Institute. I'm now back at the starting point of the walk. There are 3 pubs in Kettlewell. We've seen the King's Head. In front is the Racehorse Hotel. The racehorse is believed to have derived its name from trace horses, and these animals were hired as extra power to pull heavy wagons up Park Rash. The present hotel was built in 1740. Opposite the Racehorse Hotel is the Bluebell Inn. The Bluebell Inn is the original coach and inn dating back to 1680 and been on the ancient route through Kettlewell to Middleham and on to Richmond. Today, Kettlewell is best known because of its proximity to a number of walking routes. Walkers are spoiled for choice with some of the best walking routes in the Dales. Cyclists can explore quiet country lanes and peaceful Dales villages. Kettlewell is also home to Britain's best annual Scarecrow Festival, which attracts thousands of visitors each year. There's much to discover in Kettlewell. Come and see for yourself. Hope you've enjoyed this winter walk around the Yorkshire Dales village. Check out my other videos, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.